everybody? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day of checking these buttons. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Sunday. The weekend is almost over. Hope you guys enjoyed it, man. I know I had a long one. That sounded bad. Or good, depending on how you roll.
Couldn't look away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect before you play back. Button check. Button check.
We got an exciting episode today. Today, we're going to recover some stuff, but also jump into an amazing interview. Jump inside the mind of the godlike American Majins. American Majins? I think I just made that up. Anyway, you know what the hell I'm trying to say. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. I want to give a quick shout out if you guys missed it. The money match yesterday, the pot went all the way up to $500. No Need to Talk versus Zaffarino. It was amazing. No Need to Talk once again ended up shutting it down. Went home. He was the triple champ. Went home with the I was going to say 5 G's, but no. Went home with the 5 racks. The dude just keeps on winning. So we're going to try to set this up again. I'm not sure if it's going to be next weekend or the weekend after. We need a new champ. We need a new newcomer to challenge the champ. So anyway, without further ado, going into that, we're going to skip over the hot clips. We're going to go back to hot clips on the next time we post Button Check, which is what? Monday, Tuesday. So we'll see you Tuesday. Maybe we'll do HT. We'll bring back the hot clips as well. But for now, we got an amazing interview talking about the state of tech and how it was growing up, brothers and rivalries and all this good stuff in the call out with PokChop. All that and more to come. I can't talk. Anyway, ladies and gents, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again with an amazing interview as promised. This is the notorious B.I.G. to the Majin. Ladies and gents, Big Majin, the one and only. Thank you, sir, for taking this interview. I appreciate it. I see you got the fresh cut. The fresh cut just for the interview? Is that what's going on, man?
I got cut yesterday, but yeah, it's fresh.
I want to take all credit for that dope fade, man. But I appreciate you reaching out, man. I'm not sure if you noticed or not, but we've had a couple episodes with yourself. Also about your brother as well, LIL MAJIN. For those of you that don't know, Big Majin is the brother of LIL MAJIN. All right, these guys are a team, right? A wrecking machine. There's been a lot, going on with you two, getting your grind on, especially you. You've come on the scene, to me anyway. I'm fairly new when it comes to the Tekken scene. I've been down with Street Fighter for such a long time, and I got a lot of homies getting me into Tekken. This year is real talk when I learned about Big Majin, because you had that amazing rivalry with PokChop, and that was a fucking amazing, which we'll talk about in a little bit here. But I wanted to talk, man. First of all, how long have you been in the Tekken scene?
Tekken scene, I've been playing, me and my brother at the same time has been playing Tekken since Tekken 1.
Damn, okay.
Sir, we was introduced in Tekken actually through a demo disc of Tekken 2.
Damn.
They used to have in the little old Game Informer magazines, I think, if I'm pretty sure. When we got the Tekken 2 and we played, it was like, man, this is awesome, because we always been in the fighting game. We can't say fight FGC back then, but our first game was literally Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition and Mortal Kombat 2 at the same time on Sega Genesis, and we ran the neighborhood. We were solo in the neighborhood.
Right.
So basically, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue what you're saying.
So basically, we got the Tekken 2 demo disc, played it, and my dad realized, like, hey, they like this game, so he looked for it for Christmas one day, and we didn't even know it, and he ended up getting Tekken 1. So we was like, ain't Tekken 2 finna come out? Why did we get Tekken 1? Like, he said, you know what? Don't worry about it. So we played Tekken 1 until the wheels fell off of it. Then we played, ended up going to Tekken 2, then Tekken 3. Then also, once Tekken 3, I think Tekken Tag 1, came out and on the next generation console. That was on PS2 back then. Okay. And we didn't have it right at the release date because it was a hard time getting those. Yeah. So we had to literally practice on Tekken 3 to try to go and take the strategies over another person's house in the neighborhood to try to go back, and we always beat the guy and everything. And so we weren't really that good, but we was better than everyone else at the time, that played in our community.
Well, first of all, what's the age difference between you and your brother?
Our brother currently right now is 32. I am 35.
35. Okay, so 3 years. Okay, so not so bad. So like for me and my brother, I think we're 4 years. And Dirty Low and his brother, same thing. So it's kind of like you're close enough to be competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not like a toddler and a teenager or some shit like that. So you guys are definitely, going at it from the start. Now, let me ask you this, though. Like, I imagine since you're brothers that you guys were like hella competitive, trying to beat each other's ass. Was there ever a point, I guess, how long did it take you to realize that, like, fuck, my brother's really good?
Well, I'll say is there at the time, I guess between the Tekken 1 through Tekken Tag 1 era, we was pretty close in skill, and it wasn't really a big noticeable difference at the time. Actually, I was actually better than him in Tekken Tag. And but the thing was, he got personal training from a guy. He got trained by Mick, which he used to be known as Mick Y'all Boy, or Y'all. He's very known in Soul Calibur community. His name Mick, and he trained my brother from the arcade. We used to have a local arcade scene called Fun Fair Arcade. Okay. And he actually said, "Hey, this guy's a prodigy. He listens, and he's not stubborn like me, because I was totally different back then. So I was more stubborn. So he took him on his wing, and he trained him, and that was a top player that trained him. So when he actually learned complete ins and outs of the game, I had no chance anymore. And the gap in skill was, unfathomable at that time. And eventually, I tried to train myself, and again, like I said, he was so much better. It was like the skill ceiling was totally different. And then eventually, as the years kept going by, I always still was catching up. I'd probably be wherever his skill level was at the time. I'd catch up to that one, but he's still way up higher. And then, that gap with that extra training that he got, that separated us completely. And then I ended up with, different jobs where I couldn't take off of work like he could. And he's had a very versatile job at the time for pretty much his whole Tekken FGC career. He's had a very versatile job. Get off for weeks at a time. I couldn't get off to save my life, so I'll lose out on all big events. I'd be wanting to go, so I don't think I could go to was locals. And which I've done pretty good in a lot of locals. I've won lots of locals here, but you've never known about me because locals only stayed local.
You put out that video where you played PokChop and you threw the PokChop in the garbage. So you put out the video. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Because PokChop, I think I met him once. He's infamous for talking that shit. He loves to talk that shit. He brings the hype, which is why a lot of people love him. And then you played him. I'm not sure how that all started, but I remember he made the video basically calling you out, saying, I got him in my pocket, and then I'm going to whoop on your brother after I whoop on you. And then you were like, oh, you said you're going to whoop on my brother, right? So you guys run it, and then basically you whoop his ass. Now, I don't know the final score, but you win. And he's like, what was that?
25-20.
But damn, okay. And then you could tell he made a video after, basically depressed, and he's like, damn, I got nobody to blame but myself. And then the beautiful thing was that video that you released, like I said, where you were like, now I'm going to take this money, and I'm gonna pay like my bills or something. And then you threw the PokChop in the garbage. And that was last we heard of it, right? So then I was like, holy shit, Lil Majin has a brother? Like, I didn't know you guys were brothers. So that video basically introduced me to you, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, there's two of these guys. There's a big Majin and a little Majin. Holy shit.
Always been around since the beginning.
You actually did a run back with PokChop, right? Offline. And he was like, let's run it back, right? I think it was close to around the same amount, right? Something like that. And you drove, right? Like, how long did you drive just to run this match?
6 hours to Atlanta.
Yeah, so you actually drove 6 hours this year just happened to run this back, which is honorable as hell, man. Who the hell is gonna do that? You run it. It was a different outcome this time, and he was popping off. And then afterwards, you guys had a little interview, and he thanked you for everything and for coming out. On that second time around, was there anything that you felt was different? Do you think he got better, or was it the character selection? Like, what were you feeling that time?
At that time, he did get better. He had better understanding of his character and all the messed up stuff of Fakarum, pre-patch. They patched him since then, patched out all that foolishness. And that was one of the things. And then me not coming prepared because I'm a PC player predominantly now.
Okay.
And I do not own a PS4 at this time. So coming from a PC to a PS4, that was a whole different game plan. Right. So I had to play but myself on that one because I should have been prepared playing on PS4 before I even got there.
Right.
And then, so I wouldn't have had those problems. And then also that time it was a 1st to 10 which was his turns, as is the 1st to 25 was his turns.
Yeah. So
that was less matches. And actually, if you go back to the 1st to 25 match, he actually would have won if it was a 1st to 10 because he won 10-5.
Okay.
But it takes me a little longer to adjust, and I will win. Actually, me and PokChop ran into each other in a Tekken 6 tournament. I doubt he even remembers this. No, he beat the bologna sandwiches out of me. So I was like, man, I just said, this guy just watched me in this tournament. I don't know who this guy is, but he watched me. We was at one of our local KITs in Tennessee.
Okay.
And PokChop came to it, and he was going around shouting. You know how PokChop does? He bring the hype out as soon as he comes. He's like, hey, who want to money match me? Who gonna money match me?
Okay.
I'll lose their money. I said, shoot, I'll take it. I'll take your money. I'll lose it. So he's like, what? So we sat down. Yeah. And we had a money match. I can't remember the exact amount, so I'm not gonna say it. Yeah. But we money matched, and I won. It was a Tekken tag tournament too.
Okay.
And PokChop's not gonna like me for this, but this is gonna be funny. In that tournament, in that money match, he didn't even have the money on the table. He didn't even have the money, so he had to get it from one of his ATL guys to pay me because he was coming up. Playing the match to not lose the money to win to gain money, but ended up having to pay me. So another KIT.
Okay.
And he come up to me, he's saying, what you doing coming to my stream saying GG? You don't say GG on my screen and leave. Because you don't beat me and do GG. We do money match right now. Okay. At that time, I didn't have time to do the money match, so I didn't. So I said, you know what? I'm going to call him out. We just going to go ahead and we going to settle this beef because I was supposed to got up with him a year. I did. I said, you know what? I'm going to set this up. So we did, and I won. I answered that call. I gave him on his turns this time. He got me. So we're going to do another one. And we definitely going to do another one. I'm waiting on season 4. Okay. And I'm definitely going to rematch him. And I'm going to go back to ATL. And I'm going to do it. And this time I'll beat him. And it's going to be a 1st to 25.
1st to 25. That's what I was going to ask him. Because there's going to be another one. Yes.
I'm going to beat him. We're going to end the trilogy.
So that's what's up. It has to end that way, man. If Haran came to you and said, look, you get one wish. What do you want?
Take the stupid Power Crusher system out. Get out. I'll say this, a lot of things they put in Tekken is for crowd hype. It's not for the player.
Okay.
It's more so to generate more hype.
Okay.
Because if you actually look into the new slow-mo system they put in the game, that's even stupid. Yeah. It looks cool and everything, but it also alters the property of the moves based on their original intention. If you actually slow-mo moment, if you in slow-mo moment, some move that would normally hit every single time in that situation, it would go right through their body because they're in a slow-mo state.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that. Damn.
Yeah. That needs to be completely reworked or removed, and also Power Crush. That'll be a nerf. If you want to talk about gameplay mechanics, I would say if they're gonna do sidestepping on that game, sidestepping is totally imbalanced. You have characters that can barely move, and then you have characters that can completely defy the laws of all frames. I had that problem playing as a Lars main, and you have characters, for example, like Lily. I put it in one of my rants on my YouTube channel, and I can do Lars is down back 2-1, and I can do it again, which I should be able to do it again, and Lily can completely sidestep it and get in my back.
To wrap this up, I'm going to do rapid fire, 3 questions. You can answer these questions with 1 word, 1 sentence, any way you want, man. So we're going to start it right here, right now. Right now, if you had to put money on it, who wins in an FT5 or an FT7? Is it Big Majin or Lil Majin, Tekken 7?
Majin.
No Majin? All right. Now, right now, if you had to put money on it, who wins in a real fight? Is it Big Majin or Little Majin with the boxing gloves on? Who wins in the ring?
No, that's automatically me. I'm trained in MMA. I'm second in Naga Nationals. Oh,
really?
Would be a fight, yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. And last question right here. Tell me this. How did the name Big Majin, Little Majin come to be?
All right, the funny part about that, I used to be in the Mujin community, which was the old PC, just crazy fighters. You just throw anything together, Kung Fu Man versus Iron Man, just craziness on that game.
Okay.
I was in part of this little forum, and we are Dragon Ball Z fans, so
right.
At the time, so we basically. Huh?
Oh no, I'm saying I would imagine that's where that's where you got that from.
Yeah. So, I named myself Majin Super Saiyan 6 Goku. That's not even a form. Super Saiyan 6 Goku. That's a form that doesn't even exist. When I go to tournaments, I used to go to little events and things like that, locals, out of town, whatever. So they'll say, "Hey, we need Majin SSJ, the number 6 Goku. The stream number this or of station 2." Just be like, oh, come on, man. Yeah. So eventually, my brother was in FGC2 around the same time. He didn't have a real name, so he said, "Hey," I said, "Hey, Terrell, why don't you just do Lil Majin and say I'll just because my name is Majin all this and you could just be Lil Majin, so we'd be Majin brothers or something."
Yeah.
He's like, "All right, I'll roll with it."
Oh man, so thank you for your time, sir. Thank you for your generosity. Give our best to your brother as well, and thank you for the love, man. We'll see you soon.
All right.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Blah blah blah. Subscribe.
Yeah, that might be it. Is the Ultra Instinct theme gonna start playing? Oh wait. Is the Ultra Instinct theme gonna start playing? Wait. Oh! Wait a minute! Oh! Wait a minute! Oh! Oh my! Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! He came from nothing. Oh my!